Hello everyone and welcome to the finale of my F1 24 Kimi Antonelli career mode. Last time out, if you do remember, we were headed to Brazil and the best possible thing happened. Yes, we won the race from pole position as well. An incredibly close margin to Carlos Sainz. 0.026 seconds actually, who came in P2. Today we head to Abu Dhabi for, as I've said, the finale, and it's all tense in the constructors with a good result today. With Alexander Albon contributing, we could take P4, but a bad result would leave us in P5. Here we are then in Q3, and I thought for a change I'll show you most of the lap, and we're purple in the first sector as well. The reason for showing most of the lap is because I feel like it. Don't question me. As now we are, everyone else has crossed the line. We are in P10 as things stand. This is our one and only flying lap actually, because I just don't think we need another one, because the tyre's wearing. It was 14% after one lap, one flying lap. It was just too much to bear, including out lap and in lap. So on my second lap, when I used the used tyres, it was just too much. But we are purple in sector 2 as well, and 7 tenths up on Lance Stroll. Could we be in for our second ever pole position and back-to-back pole positions in Formula 1? I have to tell you, I don't think so, because we are incredibly slow in the final sector. We always have been round Abu Dhabi. But the first two sectors we have been flying. So will that be enough to put us in a good grid position for tomorrow's race as we brake for the final corner, clip the apex and get a good exit? And it's a short run to the line. And we put in a good lap, I believe, and that shoots us up from P10 up into P4. So a very good start to our weekend. Alexander Albon, our teammate, unfortunately for him, not quite P4 standard. It was Q2 for him that was difficult to overcome. But as we said, a good result today puts us ahead of Aston Martin in the constructors, and we are ahead of both Aston Martins as things stand. So let's hope we can continue that for the race. I'll do my best, Mark. Don't you worry about that strategy. Medium to hard. We know, like in Brazil, we were very, very fast on the hards, but not the best on the medium tyres. In terms of what everyone else is on in terms of the tyres, I can confirm with confidence that everyone else is on the mediums as well. So everyone doing the same strategy is going to put it as a pace race. And no dodgy pit stops from the team could give us a chance for a podium in the final race, which would be a great way to end the season. As you see everyone on the mediums. Alexander Albon qualifying in P11. As you go to 5, red lights one last time here in Abu Dhabi. We started in Bahrain. We're going to end in Abu Dhabi. It's lights out and away we go. And we do get an alright start compared to those around us. Can we, with the pole sitter Verstappen, drop down to P4 already? But to P3 already. We retain P4. And it's not the best, to be honest, start. But we're good with what we've got. And we are currently doing well in P4 as we try to go round the outside of Verstappen in at the first possible opportunity, but nothing doing it. But now with a bit of ERS, no DRS activated yet, of course, we're going to gain. We're going to go to the outside of Verstappen, and we are going to move up into P3 nicely as well. Round the outside, get it done, and now Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc are the two cars up ahead, and it is Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc who are now fighting on lap 4. Can we try and get in the middle of them as Norris tries to go around the outside just to defend? Leclerc loses out. We're going to take advantage of that. We're now going to have the DRS. We'll now have the ERS as well. We're going to gain. We're going to go to the inside of both of them and up into P1. So a great double overtake from us then. And we're up into P1 already. So great overtake from us. A double overtake for the third time in 3 race weekends. We did it on Leclerc and Piastri in Austin. We did it on Leclerc and who else was it? Perez. And now we've done it on Leclerc and Norris, but they both do re-overtake us. But it's going to be a copycat overtake again, but this time with Lando Norris on the outside and Leclerc leading the race at the start of the straight. We're going to head to the inside, or we can't go to the inside because Leclerc's blocked off. Great defending from him, to be fair. We're going to go round the outside of Charles Leclerc and up into P1. Well done for us then. As now it's lap 8. We've got an objective to use our ERS, and I will try my best, Mark. I don't think it's difficult to use your ERS as we get overtaken by 3 cars. You're left so vulnerable on the straight without DRS. As Verstappen goes for the lead, Norris just loses out, gets caught on the curb. We almost get the move done on Verstappen, but he forces us out. And again, we're in another very similar position to before. Verstappen goes to the outside. We're going to use our slipstream of Leclerc to go to the inside and move up into P1, but we go deep. We go deep, and both are going to try and go for a switchback on us. And they've done that well, to be fair. But now we are going to just kind of go round the outside of Max Verstappen. Can we also go down the inside of Charles Leclerc? Oh, I thought about it, but Verstappen being present on the inside was too risky for me to go for that kind of overtake. But still doing well so far. But Leclerc has just got out about 1 second. We did maintain that, and these tyres are now too much to handle for me. We are going to pit on lap 9. Into the pit lane we come, and we're going to go onto the hard tyres, which we're a lot faster at. We need a good stop from the team. Alonso directly behind us as well. Hopefully Leclerc gets held up as quite a few cars are coming in to the pit lane. And we do get a good stop. 2.5 seconds good as we try and go, but we just can't. And that means we've lost out to Fernando Alonso because of Kevin Magnussen entering his pit box. Great. Well, we tried our best, I guess, but I'm not against being behind Alonso. Yes, he is our direct rival in the championship, in the constructors, but as long as he can just tow us to the back of Charles Leclerc, that'll be fine. But unfortunately for him, he was not able to do that. In fact, the gap to Leclerc was increasing by 1/10 a lap, and that is enough for me. We have pace on these hard tyres, and we want to use it as we go round the outside of Fernando Alonso. We will lose a bit of time here battling with him, but hopefully it all comes back to us as we do overtake Fernando Alonso. But the gap is now 2.3 seconds, but I reckon we can overtake Leclerc. Now lap 14 has taken us 5 or 6 laps, but we have now got the DRS to Charles Leclerc. at last, and we are right up the back, right up his gearbox. And well, we were just going to watch a fantastic move for the lead unfold here. Hopefully we can do well, as now we are going to gain on Leclerc. We're going to gain on Leclerc. We're going to gain on Leclerc. We're going to break, try and go down his inside. He leaves a little gap open and he sort of fumbles there. And that's going to give us P1 in this race. We had an objective as well to overtake him before lap 18. And we've done that incredibly well. As now Leclerc is going to... Norris and Leclerc do stick with us. And both of them do re-overtake us. It's like the first few laps again. But we are going to take a nice line, a nice wide line to give us a decent exit. And we do. That works perfectly in our favour. And we do overtake Lando Norris. And we are now with the DRS going to be comfortably overtaking round the outside of Charles Leclerc and up into P1 once again on lap 18. We were able to catch up to Leclerc, 1.3 seconds with the gap for DRS on Leclerc, but we managed to catch up and overtake him, but we just couldn't drop him. And now it's the final lap of the race and we are leading, but not for long as Verstappen goes down our inside. We're going to break a lot later than him though. Clip that apex perfectly. Verstappen, you are not taking this win away from us. We started in Bahrain with the worst possible rookie debut as Kimi Antonelli, DNF in the Williams. We are now ending this, showing our talent to Toto Wolff, showing why we deserve that seat for 2025. We are now coming round the final few corners. Verstappen could do nothing to stop us on that second straight. We are going to come home for this win, as long as nothing goes wrong here. As now, round the final few corners, we're going to set a trademark win as Kimi Antonelli. Defensive drive. We won in our home race. We've won in Austria. We've won in Brazil. And now we're going to come round the final corner and we're going to win in Abu Dhabi as well, in the Williams, which has been incredible this season. But Alexander Albon can do it. We can though. That shows we can be in that Mercedes seat for 2025. Watch us go. But it's P1 for us. No P1 in the championship, but hardly. It's very difficult to do that. But we do take victory under the lights here in Yas Marinas from P4 on the grid as well.
And that's 2 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. And it marks the fact that it's not a fluke. So, you know, the hit's in the right space. What more can we see going forward? So here they come now, with Williams leading the way to the podium. A hard-fought victory for the team today, and one I'm sure they'll savour. It's Williams, today's winners.
No highlights reel, unfortunately for us. As if we need a highlights reel, I don't use it. Anyway, but it's P1 for us then, as we have said. 5/10 to Max Verstappen. Lando Norris takes P3. Leclerc in 4th, just over a second. And it's Albon who does get that 1 point. But what does that mean in terms of the standings? I'm going to ask you guys to close your eyes now as I scroll to the bottom of the standings. A poor day for Mercedes, by the way, in the office. They could only manage P14 and 15 as we're going to go through them now. Both Saubers, P20, 19 and 20, couldn't manage any points. Kevin Magnussen, he couldn't manage any either. Yuki Tsunoda, 6 points. Esteban Ocon into double figures with points with 11. Hulkenberg, 16. Ricardo, 19. Then our teammate Albon with 29. Pierre Gasly in the Alpine takes 30. Great season for him. Lance Stroll, 46. Perez, 80. And now we're moving to the top 10, in top 9 with George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. Only 2 points separating them. And it's Max Verstappen then who takes... no. Get it from there. Yeah, after we say Lewis. Carlos Sainz in 142, Oscar Piastri with 148, his brother Charles Leclerc and Fernando Alonso also level on points on 159. We're in P3, Norris is in P2 with 195, and it's P1 for Max Verstappen, comfortably winning. We do overtake Aston Martin in the constructors, but it was not enough to overtake Mercedes as well. Only 18 points the gap to them. Sauber were the only team who couldn't score points this year. Hulkenberg took 16 points for Haas, but it's in a close championship fight between Red Bull and McLaren, with Red Bull coming out on top by 23 points in the end. That's a very, very realistic championship, I would say, as we head back home for the final time this season. Guys, if you have enjoyed this part of my F1 24 Kimi Antonelli Cremo, do make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the pre-season event and the contract event and the grid for next year. I'm super excited for us. Comment down below where you think Kimi Antonelli should sign in real life and in this game. I'll be reading all of those to check if you want us to stay at Williams for one more season, develop, although we have grown by 13 ratings this season, or if we should jump straight into that Mercedes C alongside 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. What do you guys think? Tell me below in the comments. See you guys next time. Make sure to like the video if you have enjoyed. I'll see you then for the pre-season event before our first race in 2025. Goodbye.